Are you guys having a good time? Are you guys still playing the trade league? Are you or are you done? Are you saying screw this? The economy's dead. I ain't playing this garbage game anymore. See you in 0.5. Because I think there's a lot of people who are kind of feeling that. 3 days left with vacation. It is almost time to go back to work indeed for a lot of you guys. Me? I never stopped working. Made a sick chest and now I do a build around it. Ooh, what chest? Decided to give it a rest. Are you gonna join in on the private league that Rabbit's gonna host? Rabbit and Try and Alcohol. Goes of luck. This one. Can you price check it for me? Sir! You can do that yourself. It's a unique item. Just plug it into the goddamn market. Can't believe this guy. Goes escape. Still playing, almost on Act 2. Sure, slowly but surely getting a map soon. Hey, take it at your own pace, man. No need to rush. I was playing hardcore, never affected by the economy. After 5 deaths, I started playing softcore, still self-bound. I see. It's been a year since I last watched you. I mean, it hasn't been a year, but it was last year. That is true. Alright, let's just out this bad boy and go. How's everyone? Hope you have a good day. Hope you're having a good day too, Metal. Appreciate it. Happy New Year. It's feeling like that, but ever since I got Headhunter, I'm staying. Let's go. I need to buy a Headhunter, to be honest. Economy balance returning to the universe. I don't know about the economy balancing. I feel like it's getting more and more inflated still, but you know, it's definitely. I don't think it's as bad as everybody thinks it is. A lot of people are saying it's like the end of the world. Like, oh my god, I'll never get the items that I want. But like, I really don't think that that's the case. There's definitely many ways to make money in the game still, and like. I was just thinking about it, and I think a lot of people have this thing where they don't know how economics works or like how to make money. Like, to put it bluntly, they do not know how to make money. Like, I think a lot of people end up trying to like this is just like it's just like basic economics 101 type of situation, right? It's like a lot of people, they get money and then they spend their money on the thing that they want. Like, let's say like they're saving up for like a headhunter, right? Or like maybe they're saving up for like, I don't know, like maybe not a headhunter, but something cheaper. Like a constricting command, right? They save up their whatever, 2 divs or whatever for the constricting command and they buy the constricting command outright. When their build isn't going to be, like, boosted, like, that much by getting a constricting command. So instead of doing, like, you know, buying the constricting command, what you should do is you should invest in maybe some good tablets that'll get you more money than you spent on the tablet. Or, like, buy, like, a, I don't know, like a logbook or something. Go in there and farm, like, 60 freaking splinters. Because, like, 20-30 splinters is a div. And a logbook costs, like, 200 exalts. So instead of using that, you know, div on, like, something that's not going to get you more money, why don't you go spend that money on something that's going to get you more money? Guide today? I made the guide. I got all my currency from ground good roll mods, like Farmer says. You got to spend divs, make divs. Exactly. It's just basics of, like, making money. Where the heck is the other boss? Why the heck is she over here? It's like economics 101 type of situation. You gotta invest money to make money. It's just like in real life. Real talk, though. Real talk. It really is. Gotta keep that money home. I mean, flipping amulets and Anil's dying in price has made it so easy. Nice. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. You can't just, like, a lot of people just go in there expecting money to fall in their lap. Well, you just can't do that. You gotta, you know, do stuff. You gotta work to do it. You gotta have strategies. You gotta know what to do. Yo, so Safik, good evening, good evening. 10x per analment? Damn. I don't know. I get riled up because like you know, our conversation with Ziggy, we did have a part about the economy and talking about like, you know, it's actually not that bad for like, you know, most people trying to buy like, you know, build their characters, and most people aren't going to get to the point of like getting like anything that chasey anyways. The most chase you're going to get to is like Headhunter. And then people are like, you don't understand. Streamers are so out of touch. I'm like, have you seen the net worth of my character? Have you seen how quickly I make money in this game? It's not very quick because I am that guy who's just going to sit there and just do stupid things. But that's because I don't care about making money. I'm not going to sit here and like try to min-max divs. I min-max fun. You know? So, like, I understand how it is for most people to make money. Because I make money like most people. I just sit here and just kill shit. Can clear the game on 10 divs or less, maybe? Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm Malaysia. It's 4 p.m. for you. And also, like, the thing is, like, it's not like we've never been a non-streamer before. I played Path of Exile before I became a streamer. I played Path of Exile 1 for years before becoming a streamer. Like 10 to 11 years or however many years the game has been out for. I know how it is to be a non-streamer playing the game. Some people just... I think, like, I'm just ranting at this point, but I feel like there's a lot of people who have, like, I feel a lot of Path of Exile players have, like, a victim mentality where it's like, it's not my fault that I can't get money. It's not my fault that, like, you know, I can't get the items that I can't afford. You know, these items I can't afford. It's the fault of the game. It's the fault of the streamers. It's like, you know, when, like, you know, a lot of times it ain't that case. Little guppy. A friend of mine earned 450 divs by doing Chaos Trial for the Taskmaster, Trial Master for the first time. A diamond drop for him? Sheesh! Congrats to him. Everyone loves the streamers and wants those divs and mirrors dropping. I don't realize all uses because the game doesn't support being that powerful yet. That, and also, like, I mean, you know, I don't think you should... I've said this before, but you shouldn't expect to get the same amount of stuff as streamers because, you know, streamers play the game all day. I mean, not every streamer, I guess. Like, I definitely don't play the game all day. In fact, I probably play the game less than a lot of you guys in the chat. I know for a fact that I probably play the game less than a lot of people in the chat. I play probably about 4 to 6 hours a day on average. Whatever I do on stream is usually how much I play the game. Which, when I was not a streamer, I played games a lot more than I do now. Because I was a lot less busy. So it was stupid to compare a professional and normal player streamer. The advantage of having a group of people who give a lot of advice. There's that. But I think there's also just like a part of it that's just like, you know, streamers will also take time to learn stuff, right? Because they want to showcase the game to like people. So it's like kind of the, you know, their role to like learn things and showcase it to other people. So, and Path of Exile is a game of knowledge at the end of the day. So if you have the knowledge, then it's going to be a lot easier for you to do a lot of things. A cool time to stream. I can watch a stream while I work. What time zone is it for me? Stream at night? I do stream at night, yeah. It is currently 12:27 a.m. So very friendly to a lot of, like, you know, people in Southeast Asia, Asia in general. I think probably like the maybe some EU frogs as well. How's a Fungler? 3 a.m. for you. 10:27 a.m. for you in Finland. SEA represent. Yeah, I always said this. I have like a very interesting time. Like I stream at a very interesting time because I get people from all over the place. Surprisingly though, US is still my main audience, which I'm like, god damn, we have a lot of freaking DGens in chat. Holy crap. And that's how I know. That's how I know a lot of you guys are sweatier than I am. Because y'all are out here playing Path of Exile at freaking, you know, 12:20 a.m. and staying up all the way until like 4 or 5 a.m. playing the game. We're chronically online. How do you know me so well? I just have a sleep disorder. I mean, it's definitely not everyone, right? You know, but I'm sure a lot of people are on at like this late hour, just like grinding it out. Just close your eyes, forehead. I wish, dude. I also have a problem with sleeping these days because I need to fix my stream schedule where like I used to start at 10 p.m. and then I end stream at 4 a.m. right, and then like that allowed me to have like sufficient time to like actually sleep at a somewhat reasonable hour, I guess. But nowadays, because oh what the heck, I did like Z to him, because I sleep at like 6 a.m. or something like that, right? And I probably don't get into bed until like 7, right? What ends up happening is my circadian rhythm is all so messed up that like, you know, I don't know if you, how often you guys have like stayed up like really late hours or like done like 24-hour stuff, but like at some point your body just doesn't feel tired anymore. And it just like can't fall, like it doesn't feel tired anymore after a certain hour. And I feel like that's what happens to me. Because like I hop into bed and I'm like, I don't need to go to sleep. I'm not tired. Meanwhile, if I like hop into sleep at like if I hop into bed right before the stream starts, right? Around like, you know, 10:30 or so, I'm so tired. Is this build guide out right now? Yes, exclamation POB. I mean, it's not a full guide there. The video guide is out though. So estimator POB will lead you to Mobalytics, which will give you the YouTube link over there too. I will make the full guide, the full written guide tomorrow. I tried so hard to push it out today, so it's very bare bones right now. But the YouTube guide is out. To your point, I don't like to hang out in a hideout trade, so I don't make it much, which is fine with me. You don't even, I feel like you don't even need to hang out in hideout to like make money, to be honest. Like, I've been, what is it called? Like, look at this. You know, I'm just like raking in. This is like 2-3 divs right here. And I just made that in like three maps. I made that in like real quick and easy. You know how to hover over Spine Master? It says chance to drop them down. Mine doesn't say anything. I haven't really found any medallions. Yeah, I think you might need to kill the Architect first. Did I see the Naked Arbiter kill? I did. Yo, what's up, Petroka? How's it going? Got lucky, farm 10 Trial of Chaos and dropping a door. Sheesh! Congrats. I prioritize my fun over profit. Me too. I mean, again, that's why my Atlas looks like this. My Atlas is into shrines. Who plays shrines? That doesn't give you money. That is negative profit right there. But you know what? It's fine. I am a fan of having fun. Enter. I think this goes up to like 40? No, 30%? Yeah, 30%. And then we have rare monsters. 40%. 35%. I made an ice spear build. I might make a MOBA for it. Yo, let's go. Then again, I made 45 divs in 3 hours yesterday. Yo, that's huge. What were you doing? And yo, Alakuzu, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I made ice spear build. Oh, sorry, I already got that one. Actually, so one thing I wanted to do, right? I still want to do Abyss. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do 2 breach tablets, and we're gonna do an Abyss tablet, and we're gonna do additional abysses. We're gonna do 4 additional abysses, right? And then we are gonna do additional rare monsters spawned. What the heck, Mr. Enigma with the 5 tier 1 gifties? Yo, thank you, man. Holy, that's very generous. I appreciate that. Please give both Alakuzu and Enigma a big old kiss on the cheek if you got a gifted sub from them, because they deserve it. They deserve it. Euler? No. I really wonder, right, what it's like to be a streamer who actually has like really big Oilers. For all the fun and joy you gave me, yo, I'm glad you're enjoying here, man. Like, that makes me happy to hear. You know, there's definitely, like, as a streamer, it's like, it's ups and downs, right? It's ups and downs. There's days when I feel on the top of the world, like, I'm doing everything correct. And there's days where I'm just like, God, I hope people like me. I hope, like, I'm doing a good job, right? Feels like I'm not doing a great job. So, you know, when you guys are happy, it makes me happy, and it makes me feel like I'm, you know, doing something right. What's my belt? Is it needed for this build? It's called a Chevron Satchel. It's like a 1 exalt belt. It's not expensive. You don't need it for the build. It's just so you can, what is it called? It's just so you can heal with potions. Yo, Boom, thank you for the 3 months. Holy, the 3 months of tier 1s. What the heck? Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, this guy's really enjoying the stream. It feels like this guy's really enjoying the stream that he's subscribing 3 months in advance. Thank you. I enjoy kind of like the guys' tips you put out, plus I enjoy the podcast. Let's go. I listen to almost every pod you guys do, enjoy the discussion. Yo, that's awesome. I mean, we all love doing the pod. We all love doing the pod. It's so much fun. And again, I was saying earlier at the beginning of the stream, I don't know how many of you guys were there, but we have some excellent guests lined up. We have next pod is going to be Prada, Mr. 787 Prada. And then after that, so that's going to be January 8th. And then on January 12th, we're going to have Rax on the pod. Mr. Rax Antarax. So please go, and if you enjoy the pods, those episodes will be really awesome. How did I build total? My build's expensive. You need to pay a lot of money to get the AoE to be this big on Abyssal Lich. My strength is positive vibes and outlook. Personally, I get stressed out by people who yell around all the time. I bet as there's aren't enough people like you, like me to support your thing in the long run. Or my bet is there are enough people like me to support your thing in the long run. I hope so, man. Thank you. I try my best to be positive. There are days, you know, when like I need to discuss. There's like when there's shit going on in the community, right? And I need to discuss some stuff. But overall, I do try to stay as positive as I can. At least I try to make the vibe of the stream as positive as it can be. It's no fun in being negative all the time. It's negative when this guy freaking jokes me, though. Ah, damn. I just need a waifu and I'm all set. And guys, if I get a waifu, I don't know if I'll be able to stream anymore. Fake positivity is cringe. Now it's a big blue ball like this thing. It's a skin for my power charges. So those are my charges basically. Is it my balls floating? If my balls were that big, that would be insane. Much love, Rito. Yo, wishing y'all a great 2026. Yo, thank you, man. Wish you a great 2026 as well. Ooh, we get to do Atsubi, guys. Let's go. Okay. Fill this up with as many rooms as possible, and then we run this temple. All right, come on. Give me a big old regalia. People on comms are calling out Cal. Yeah, I mean, it was mainly that one thing where Cal like jumped in the middle of Rabbit's combo. Like, I mean, that was I was also like kind of like thrown back a little by that during the pod, but I know it's like Cal is the host, right? He needs to keep the pod moving. So, you know, that was probably like not the best time to jump in, but I know what he's trying to do. Like, we have topics we discuss. We have a limited amount of time. It's his job as the host. And people don't understand that. As evasion wheel, is there a secret to be able to do T3 simulacrum? All I see are shields and recoups or something like that. It's hard. Like, I talked about this on the podcast, but if you're doing a pure evasion build, it's kind of like a you're alive until you're not type of situation. Like, because you rely on deflect and evasion, which are both RNG based. And with evasion, you're eventually going to get hit. Because evasion works on, like, a curve where, like, you can never not get hit. Like, if you've gone, like, X amount of hits without getting hit, the ninth, you know, hit number Z will always hit you. It's just how evasion works. There's no way to be 100% avoiding everything. You're eventually going to hit it. So if when you get hit and you don't deflect, then you're just dead. Which is really tough for something like Simu, where you're getting hit a lot of very often. Because mobs just end up, like, you know, swarming you. So EV, evasion, energy shield can probably do it pretty decent. But a full evasion, you probably have to, like, have a really strong build. Is there a problem with adding a commander to the chain? So if you add the commander too early, what ends up happening is you won't be able to add any more spy, what is it? Spy Masters, I think is what it is, if I remember correctly. So you can't add commanders to the chain very early on. Lance corrupted 1,000 divs worth of the regalias. That shit was funny. Did he get some money? Did he hit? Did he hit some big regalias? Commander Brick Silencer? Yeah, I feel like that might be a bug, to be honest. I don't think that's supposed to be intentional. But yeah, if you have a commander, you don't want to really put it in your main chain. If you have like a side chain, right, you can do that. But on your main chain, you don't want to put it in there because it bricks your Spy Masters. Either that, or you got to put it later on in your chain when you're like, I don't know, for some reason deciding that you don't want to build any more Spy Masters. Which I don't think is a thing that most people do, right? I'm not a temple connoisseur, so I don't know all the, like, you know, intricacies. But I think most people are just, like, uber chaining Spy Masters these days. I can add Spy Masters after the commander as well, though. I don't know. And you're adding on the same chain? All right, here we go. Time for Edziri. Give me that regalia. We want that regalia. Not streaming on YouTube? Oh, is it not going? Oh, whoops. So what ends up happening a lot of times on YouTube is because I private the video, or I enlist the what is it called? The podcast. What ends up happening a lot of times is it stays unlisted. I don't know why it does that, but okay. I just enabled the YouTube stream. Thanks for coming and checking in. Happy New Year. Thank you, Devil. Happy New Year. How are you doing? Quad titty mommy time. It's time to take her down.
Come now. Give unto me your desire. At last, fulfill my
Great pod.
soul.
Thanks for the effort. Aw, I'm glad you enjoy it. Kind of makes no sense. They're 3.6k head under the market, but the prices barely drop. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just a lot of people are pricing them for overpriced. Who knows?
You dare defile a queen! Enough of this!
You gotta zoom in. You can't not zoom in.
They don't understand.
That crossbar fracture was lucky. Nice.
Never understand.
It's it's disrespectful to not look at this point. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if somebody is out there like asking you to look at something and you're not looking, that's disrespectful in my opinion. Do you guys agree? Don't you guys agree? I think so. Do you think Pathfinder Shattering Conch would work on Reverse Chill? I mean, Shattering Conch builds are... I don't know how good they are is the thing. You need a pretty dang strong build to do Reverse Chill. Because Reverse Chill, you end up losing a lot of survivability, and you need to make up for that by doing overwhelming damage. Does she scale depending on tempo mods? She does, but I don't think the drops do. I think just her health and stuff does. Do you see Amy Solar last flame? Sheesh! For two mirrors? Yo, what's up, Caligo? Ah, come on. No regalia. At least draw me some divs, please. Oh, let's give me some tinks. Ah, just a cultivation orb. This ain't even a tink anymore. I'm gonna go update my filter. I think it's probably time for an update. Because, yeah. I invested in Abyssal Literature to try to make it work for Simula. It works fine, but the damage is so bad. Would you mind if I share my POV and improve if you have time, please? What type of build are you playing? What's the drop rate on Regalia? I actually don't know.
It's about time.
Or 0-1 since she dropped the Regalia. Self-ignite recoup the AFK build? I mean, I'll take a look at it, yeah. I don't really know how, like, I haven't made it this league yet, so I mean, I kind of still have an idea about how the old one works, but I don't know if there's any new tech for this league. When I passed it owls at 800 divs, I bought it for 80 earlier. Holy, how'd you get that? Somebody just listed for like super cheap on accident? Yeah, I'll take a look at it after this map. They make some focus skins MTX. I mean, they do. They need to make a lot of MTX, but at the same time, you know, I don't want that deterring them from making changes to things that actually matter too. Before the economy went to shit. I see. Earlier as in like way earlier. Got it. It's a little bit ass. You can stack the recoup or core stabilizers. You can't stack them. Yeah, so I don't know if you watched Dreamcore's video today. But Dreamcore was talking about something that I thought was really interesting for, you know, potentially for the recoup characters. And he was talking about some like new like block recoup strategy that you can do with one of the new soul cores. And I was thinking about, you know, looking at that whenever I decide to go and update the Abyssal Lich. the AFK Simu character and trying to incorporate that into the build. Because it seems pretty strong. Woundhalls was 15 last week, and now 80. Yeah. That's why Bear feels tanky from that node now, because it's fixed. But yeah, I was watching his video, and I saw that he had some, like, setup with, like, a shield and, like, blocking, and then block damage, like, being recouped. Like, I was definitely, like, thinking about exploring that. I'll take a look at your ninja, see what's going on here. Was good. I was good. The podcast was good, but a lot of people were pissed off. A lot of people weren't happy with it. Let's see here. Oh, I mean, you don't have your second setup, bro, unless it's just not imported. Like, you're supposed to have an offhand setup with a what is it called? A wand, or maybe a staff this league. I don't know what's better scaling, wand or staff. But if you go into my recoup RF build, right, you'll see that I have an offhand with a wand with +5 fire, and then a focus with +3 spells, and then I scale like the crit chance, crit damage like crazy, right? So basically, you use your offhand to do the spell damage, and then it snapshots the ignite onto your character, and then you swap over to the other set to be able to, you know, be more tanky and survivable. Can you do a comment section review? Nobody's ever happy about anything. Yeah, so you see I have my main weapon set, right? Go back and watch the video and you'll get a little bit more info from it. I talk more in detail about it. You see I have a main weapon set with a scepter and like the shield, and I have an offhand with a wand and the focus. I don't know what's better at scaling damage this league. I'll have to figure it out, whether it's staff or wand, but that's probably what I'll do. Hey, what's going on here? Oh boy. You want Essence of Horror, this bad boy? All right. I guess we got to hit the 1 out of 3, right? We got to hit the 1 out of 3. I went to sleep because it saved the pot for later. All right, boys. Here we go. I have a feeling, you know what? Again, it's opposite, right? I tell it I want to hit something, it's never going to hit it. So we definitely tell it that we want to hit the 32% fire resistance right here, all right? Kabam! Wait a second. It hit the one I said I wanted to hit. Shit. Oops. Grats, you got it. I didn't want it, though. You think Rocket Eyes go for good flow is good for the maps without enemies have plus elemental resistances? It doesn't do anything. So Rocket Eyes flow in general is not an amazing mapping thing, other than when enemies have extra resists on them. But yeah, Garacons is expensive. I mean, there's a reason why I have not sold my 2 Garacons yet. There's a reason why I still have my 2 Garukons sitting in my inventory. Right here. Because I know it's just going to keep going up. Are they still 100? No, they're 150 apparently. 145. Crossfire Fracture yesterday. Shoosh! Look at that fizz. Insane. Yo, what's up, Mr. Blood? Welcome back for 11 months, my guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. How are you doing? They will buy for 30 divs. It went up 50 divs overnight. You know how effective increases resist? Wait, effectives increase resist? I didn't know that. Just saw my rogue video. Yo, let's go. It's definitely not as cheap anymore, though, unfortunately. I haven't checked it on it today to see how expensive it is. Rogue Exile. I mean, there's still like a divine each, which is a little iffy. 500 exalts? What the heck? They went up. Dude, how are they still going up? There's no way. I don't believe it. And there's none selling for 801 each. How do you farm Garokon's Resolve? You gotta go to the map that's like all sandy and shit, you know? The one with Asmati. I don't think I have one on my map right now. But it's like one of these types of maps, you know? But it's the one that's like covered in like, you know, a misty sand. I was in those tabs for 200x hours ago. There's only increased life doesn't resist. That's what I thought. It's like life and damage. Temporal sandstorm. Now go to sleep, work at 6 a.m., have fun. Thank you, man. Sleep well. Gone up 60 dips since I started doing them. Wait, what is? And yo, Mr. Moob, thank you for the 5 gifties as well. Thank you. Holy, that's super generous again. Guys, please, if you got a gifted sub for Mr. Moob, please go give him a big old kiss on the cheek. Because he deserves it. You guys are being super generous. Thank you. Can I say a crazy Kolamok ring that I dropped? Sure. I mean, I don't really know what's good on Kolamok rings, but, you know, I'll take a look and I'll be like, wow, that's insane. I'll do the whole YouTuber face. Hog, that's insane. Rain and subs. Oh, fuck. I messed that one up. I messed it up. I done goofed. Alright, let's take a look at this ring. Damage is cold. Crit chance, crit damage. Spirit, 25. Sheesh, that's not bad. That's pretty damn good. Holy. That is insane. Reach 2.5 mil DPS with your comments. Sheesh. Big pumping. Let's go. Back when 0.1, a single div felt like a fortune. Everlasting Gaze was 4 div. I dropped 5 in this league. It's a dead unique now. Yep. Everlasting Gaze was like, you know, really expensive. But I think like what happened was like, I guess maybe like mana stackers started dying, right? And maybe that's what part of it, why they dropped so much. I don't even remember. I was so much less connected to the meta in 0.1. That's the tweak gear in it. I do use it on my new characters, Everlasting Gaze. Keeps my mana up top and up to shape. Popped up and up to shape. Mana stacker was nerfed to the ground, yet I'm mana stacking this league. I think there's actually a lot of mana stackers in this league. I think it's making a comeback. It's definitely nowhere near as powerful as it was in 0.1 though. But I know there's a lot of people playing mana stackers this league. Am I an acolyte of Chalupi? No, I'm an abyssal lich, baby. .1 gave me 30% mana as ES, and they nerfed it to 4%. Ah, that's what happened. That's what happened. 10x Eshes Catalyst. Abyssal for AoE? Yes, indeed, Rooney. It is to scale AoE. Because we are here to make the biggest rod in the game. We are making the biggest and girthiest rod in the game. That is the goal of this character. Have you seen 77 Parada's build? Yep. His Twister build for Lich, right? It's funny, because we were talking about, like, meta and, like, you know, the meta classes in this league and how, like, you know, there's a pretty diverse meta in this league, right? And we were looking at Ninja during the podcast, and I have made classes... my classes are the 2 least popular Ascendancies in the entire league. Both of the classes I made. I made a Gemling, and now I'm using an Abyssal Lich. Gemling is the least popular Ascendancy in the entire league, and Abyssal Lich is the 2nd least popular. I'm just an off-meta man, Andy. Unique Sakura that gives mana based on ES number on helmet. Should I build a Chalupa or Witch Hunter to learn Sugma trials? I mean, Witch Hunter is definitely more OP than Chalupa. Gemling needs love so bad. I mean, it's got things that I can do that are special, but definitely, like, you know, it doesn't give you as much as a lot of other builds. Chalupa stonks rising, now not rising even after all the buffs. Yeah, it's just because there's no support for it. Like, there's no chaos attack skills, which is, like, really tough. Like, once they introduce, like, chaos attack skills, right, Chalupa stonks are gonna go to the moon. Because, like, Chalupa is actually not, like, a terrible Ascendancy. It's just that there's not, like, a lot of skills to support the Ascendancy playstyle. So it's like, you know, the thing that Chalupa buffs, there's nothing for it to buff, pretty much. So it's like, that's why you just rather play the skills in the game right now on other classes. Once they add more chaos stuff into the game, like chaos attack skills, Chalupa could become a pretty good Ascendancy for sure. Isn't Chalupa the best class for not getting hit in Sekibas? That was in 0.1. They supposedly fixed that in 0.2, but I've heard little whispers of it, you know, that it got brought back. But either way, Witch Hunter does the same thing now. You need a lineage gems. It's like chaos damage or damage element. Yeah. The thing is, like, you need stuff to, like, give you chaos damage. Whereas, you know, I think, like, in order to make Chalupa work, it's like, you don't... Because the thing is, to make Cholula work, right, you need to waste things. Like, waste equipment slots, waste support gem slots, and whatever, to put chaos damage onto the skills. If they made it so that you didn't have to do that, and the chaos skill damage just came with the skills, it would make the class a lot better. How does Witcher do no hit? So Sorcery Ward works like how Darkness did in 0.1, where if you have Sorcery Ward, if an enemy hits you, it won't go to your honor until your Sorcery Ward is depleted. Are you aware that Cholula does the most damage in the game because they get 300% more damage from Chaos? Yeah, but there's nothing in the game that requires that. Sure, you gave him a big old nuke, right? But the thing is, nothing in the game requires a nuke of that magnitude.
Go forth.
Farmer Shark last league? Yeah, nobody's farming that. Nobody's gonna do that shit, because it doesn't give you any good rewards. Like, if there was a reason why, right? If there was content that, like, oh my god, Chayula, the nukes that it gives is, like, insane. It's, like, without it, you can't do this content or whatever, right? Or it's, like, really hard. Sure, you know, it would give Chayula a reason to exist and, like, you know, that damage increase to be very valuable. But for the most part, the ceiling of the content in this game is not that high. So like that level of like extra damage or nuke is just not necessary. You'd much rather have something that would help you in like maps or like make your character move faster or something like that instead, which Chayula does not have. Big number funny, sure. I mean, I'm doing a big area of effect funny too on this character. Lightning Conduit was hitting for 300 mil, but I had 1k EHP. Why can I not attack? Yo, guys, I'm going back to picking up Exalted Orbs. Exalted Orb stocks are rising, boys. Exalted Orb stocks are rising. It's time to pick them up again. Take them, put them back on your loot filters, boys. They're worth it. Am I doing Armor Break Herald shenanigans? Yes, I am. Grab the Exalted, log in. Guys, this is the next money-making scheme, all right? You know how the title says, you know, looking for strategies to make money without with zero investment. This is step number 1, all right? Everybody, if you want to make money, start picking up Exalts. Yep. Start picking up Exalts. AoE affects heralds too? Yeah. It does, it does. From 400, now 200 per divine. Aren't perfect exalts like 50x right now? Yeah, perfect exalts are cheap as hell. It's crazy. So it was like you want to craft, right? Now is like the perfect time to go in. But the problem with crafting is like the perfect exalts are not really like the limiting factor right now. It's the fracturing orbs. Like a lot of like if you want to go for a lot of like end game crafts this league, it involves like fracturing something and then chaos spamming, right? And the problem is fracturing orbs are just rare and expensive. So it's like even if you had the perfect exalt, even if you had the whatever, right? The expensive part is not from the perfect exalts. That's not like the limiting reagent. It's the fracturing orbs. Crystallizations are 1 a div each, with the dextral and sinistral crystallization omens. Chaos, anal, gamma, and mostly good items. Yep, pretty much. They have kind of reverted the crafting strategies a little bit more reminiscent of like 0.2, 0.1. So like I hope that they add more stuff to just give a little bit more determinism. Like, you know, I completely agree that, you know, homogenizations were definitely too OP, but at the same time, they gave us something to add more determinism that we just, you know, don't have anymore. There's still some determinism, but I don't think it's enough for a lot of the crafts. There's just too much RNG crapshoot right now if you want to make like the top tier equipment. Doing mid-tier is fine, right? I think there's a lot of options for mid-tier crafts right now. The state of like mid-tier crafts is fine, but the state of like super high-end crafting is just like very much an RNG crapshoot. What farm am I actually doing right now? Right now I am doing some what is it called? I'm doing some breach. Maximizing on breaches and breach splinters. But while I'm doing it, I'm also grand projecting around to go to farm like Rakiatas and like, you know, Garukans and things like that. But the, you know, the main kind of like, yeah, the passive strategy that requires like basically zero investment is just like the breach farming. Like, you know, I was saying this yesterday on stream, but right now, grand projects are ridiculously cheap. And, you know, if you're able to do do it, you should definitely try to find a way to make grand projects a part of your strategy to make money. I don't know why they're so cheap, considering the fact that a lot of people are using it to build their temples. What Atlas one introduces the chance of that cloud mobs? Is this one right here. You want this one. Loyal to Ulamon, 25 effectiveness. You can do each Rocky Audit twice with visions. Yeah, and visions are also cheap, right? So, like, that's another reason why, like, right now, you should try, like, a really good strategy to farm, right? Oh, my con almost fucking died. A really good strategy to farm right now is to go and Visions of Paradise, those maps, while popping around with, what is it called? Grand Projects. Because both Visions are cheap and Grand Projects are cheap. So you should grab those two and try to make some money off of that. I mean, I found a Garacons last night, and I got 100 div off. You know, that's like 150 div right now. So, you know, big money, right? Big money. Why I'm farming Breach? Because I want to see how it is. I want to see how good the splinters are, basically, for making money. Oh my god, I almost died right there again. I want to see how good the splinters are for making money. What's the probability that Brachiots will drop? I do not know what the actual probability is. I mean, I've seen, like, the probability typically has not been that low. Like, last league I was dropping Brachiots, like, pretty dang often. Genor Copper Citadel is 2 to 3 per frag, so a single vision on a Copper Citadel gives 8 div. Yeah, that's another strategy, right? As I'm doing my grand project hopping, we can also visions the Citadels, too. Like, I think there's a lot of there's a lot of money to be made with grand project hopping right now. Don opening. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I actually like this opening more than the first one. I know a lot of people were really hyped on the first one, but I really like the second one. It's a win-win with Grand. 1100 shards, 40 divs right now for Breach. Yeah, I mean, shards are expensive. Thing is, again, when nobody's farming maps, right, it means that the things you get from maps are expensive. What map do you get from Garakov's Resolve? I forget what the name of it is. It's something Reservoir or something like that. It's like the area that's like covered by like a, you know, a sandy mist. It's where you fight Asmadi. Creepy nuts are overrated. Damn, that's crazy. I don't know about that one. I wouldn't say creepy nuts are overrated. All right, so let's pop myself a, what is it called? Visions of Paradise. All right. 60 Vol Orbs. What the heck? How much are 60 Vol Orbs?
What's new?
Who's trading in Vols? 121 Exalties. That's kind of expensive, actually. There were like 80 Exalties last night. Yeah, like this. Is to stop scams during mass purchases? Farming Lineage Seto Temple is a W. I bought 20 pieces for about 40 to 45x each. Yo, Black Apache, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah. I am doing some nice little low investment shopping. Dude, I only have 5 divs, guys. I'm so poor. Boo-hoo. I'm so poor. Oh my god, 280. That's crazy.
I'll post it right away.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought it? I'm so poor, guys. I only have 4 divs. Please, I'm a poor boy. Don't look at the omens of light and the Garcons. Don't look at those. Don't look at those. Shield your eyes. Shield your eyes. Those aren't real. Those aren't real.
All right, your order is registered.
Why am I so poor? I don't know, man. It's rough. It's a tough situation, you know? It's hard being me. So Garcon's coming with temporal sandstorm thingies? Yeah. You have to beat the boss in there. And he has a chance to drop it. Like, maybe I'm a weirdo, alright? Tell me if I'm a weirdo, guys. But, like, as these, like, what is it called? These items inflate, I'm actually more excited. Am I a weirdo for that? Like, as, like, Garurkons gets more expensive, Rockiatas get more expensive, right? I'm like, holy shit, I am about to make big money. Like, I'm gonna go farm these up and make ginormous profits. Like, before, it's like, you know, I get like 20 div when I find one. It's like, it's okay. But now it's like, oh my god, I'm making big money when I find one. Yo, guys, let's go farm some. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. It's masochist, yes. Now I get what you mean. Yeah, it's like, it gives me more motivation. Like, when I go and find, I'm like, oh, Pog, let's go. Huge drop. $80 div is just 20 divs, though? No. It doesn't work like that. Hey, inflation richer seems to always follow the inflation. I mean, I'm definitely not rich, though. The only reason why I have, like, any semblance of money is because I found some Garurkon's Resolve last night. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have any money. Am I joining Dead Rab's Private League? Maybe. I'm still deciding. Like, I put my name in there at least to, like, you know, play. But, like, I don't know if I'm going to end up playing it. Because, like, I've talked about it before, but I feel like private leagues are... I don't know. It's like there's usually not enough people in a private league to make me want to play it. Like, it's a trade league, right? But the thing is, if you only have, like, 400 people to trade with, like, what's the point? I'm just going to go play solo self-found. Trial Chaos is back! Mirror went at 5 divs in a few hours. Holy.
Yes, I shall dance with that cool. I shall watch. I shall peel your flesh.
Thank you for stacking up like that for me. Ah, damn it. Nothing. Oh, wait, I forgot to use the visions. Whoops. Ah, whatever. It wasn't... It's a cheap one anyways. I forgot to use the visions, boys. What the heck are these? Adel beads? So looking a little sussy, that's all I'm gonna say. Collateral and all dumplings? You see, Snail, the thing is, I understand what you're saying, right? Your divs don't go as far, which is definitely true for, like, higher tiered items. But when you're talking about, like, the mid-tier, low-tier items, then they were not really affected by the inflation. But either way, for me, it's just like a feeling, right? Of being like, oh my god, I got 100 divs. It makes me feel better. It's like, it might not actually be more money. It might be the same amount of money because of inflation. But like, the dopamine feels like I'm getting more money, you know? It feels like I'm getting more money, and it makes me feel happier. And that's all that matters at the end of the day to me. Like, what the fact is doesn't matter to me. It's like, you could be like, oh yeah, but it's the same thing. But I'm like, well, I feel like it's more money. So you know what? I'm happy. And maybe that's just, you know, being a simpleton or a maroon, getting tricked by the man. But hey, you know what? As long as it makes me happier, that's all that matters. Yeah, we're 5k divs, time to buy a new currency stash. I have 5k divs. How do I have 5k divs? I've never had 5k divs before. Holy, that would be insane. Why do I have 1 life without chaos inoculation? Because I play low life. Low life gives you a lot of damage bonuses when you take pain attunement. Oh, you have low life. There's a lot of free damage, which is really nice. All right, suckers, get your ass out of here. Another corpse to serve me. Anyway, those guys dropped like nothing. They didn't drop any omens? Cringe. How do you set up low life? Do you have to respec out of ES nodes? No, it's very simple. There's 2 ways. But the way that I do it is I basically spec into chaos inoculation and then I spec out of it. So it'll set my life to 1 when I set to chaos inoculation. And then when I spec out of it, it'll pull my life back to, you know, it'll pull my energy shield back up, but then, or it'll take it back to like 1 out of whatever, but it won't restore my life because I'm a lich. Why did I not think of this?
Ready? Let's do this. That's the one. Put it down.
God damn it.
Don't give it a chance to recover.
Oh my god. Please.
Let's end this.
I blame lag on that one. I blame lag on that one. Oh, Einhar, please. Could you not do that, sir? Dude, don't freaking Delwyn. Please, stop trying to brawl with this stupid boy right here. Please, you're rooting my plans. You're rooting my plans, Delwyn. He's always a no good, you know, you never want Delwyn in your map. That guy just steals your currency. That's all he does. Steals your currency, messes with your strategies. Goddamn freaking loser.
Death is my power to wield.
I called him Einhar. I did call him Einhar. Worst NPC. You could check with the Atsiri down to CIS Jeep, get that for a little bit of QOL. I could, but doesn't really make a difference, honestly. At that point, I'm just wasting money, sir. I don't see what you've had to be compared to someone like Delwyn. That's true. It's true. Einar is actually very useful. That guy can solo bosses for you. Delwyn just does poop damage and just steals your currency. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Einhar. I'm sorry I made that mistake. One of the weirdest biggest gripes is that they remove quants. I don't get enough logbook drops in here from Expedition. Did quant affect that? More like, because effectiveness should do the same shit, pretty much. At least that's what I would think. Effective only affects laws. A log will drop a log from a chest. I don't think quant affected chests though. Quant and rarity, I don't think ever affect chests. Watch a full 2-hour talk. Always interested listening to. Yo, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man.
Temples, always rearranging their guts.
First, I'm trying to pull the demon out of Vortex deck. Instant Omen of Light drop. Yo, let's go.
Not yet finished.
The rarity on characters didn't affect on chest, but the Waystone and tablets did. Is that true? Huh. Interesting. I did not know that. I thought just it didn't affect it at all. I saw a short of it. Healthy dose of innuendo. Wait, what? Short on what?
I feel no
Ooh, a Spy Master. Yo, that's kind of pog. That's kind of big. You got timer play at the moment? Just drop in. Short just had two elderly, help two elderly shovel snow. We're having a sandstorm here in Sweden. Oh, shit. Hope you guys are staying safe, and good of you to help those people. You're doing God's work, sir. You're doing God's work. Does the pull out thing out of this work? How far did he pull them out? It does work. But you don't need to pull them out far. It's just as long as they're not in there. That's all that matters.
I shall end you.
This podcast something about growing snakes. Oh, what Rabbit said about that. Usually add a random Waystone modifier to your temple reduces. I mean, I don't care about that, honestly. I mean, I could go and grab that if I wanted to. Unemployed and working, and working helps with my mental. It's a win-win. Okay, let's use the lock on this, right? I don't want it to go away. Forgotten by Time, Gifts from Above, Veil of the Night, 3 dragons. Can I re-roll this? Okay, sure. They're so annoying to pull out to just cast it again immediately. Yeah, but I guarantee you it's worth it. It's worth it. Not a home internet's really bad. Somehow joined to maintain my streak. Dang, what's going on your internet? Hopefully it gets better soon. I did that back in the Sweden ones. Found out how not in shape I was to shovel wet snow. Wait, why are you shoveling snow in Sweden if you were there, like, you know, for vacation or something out? Oh, I guess maybe you used to live in Sweden? You used to live there before living in New Zealand. Got it. As opposed to dry snow? I mean, there could be, like, wet snow, like the... versus, like, powdery snow, right? There's some snow that's, like, very powdery versus some snow that's, like, you know, wet and moist. Definitely snow-free here. You know, I always say that, like... So, like... I feel like the only big downside of... And maybe it's just because I live in a place with no snow, right? I feel like the only big downside that I've heard of from having snow that is, like, meaningful to me, right? Of course, there's other downsides as well that, you know, some people are going to get bothered by. But what's downside to me of, like, snow... and it's snowing in my area, if I lived in a place that snowed, right, is the fact that I would have to, like, shovel my walk and shit like that. And that would be annoying. All right, so here's the guy in the cloud, right? You pull him out and you just kill him, and then... Oh, and he... Why is he taking Z? Sir. Oh, he's in his cloud again. Fuck that shit. All right, you gotta pull him out again, right? Kill him, and then that's all that matters. You don't need to pull him out far. But yeah, if you lived in an apartment complex, for example, right? I don't think you would need to shovel the walk. So, like, if I live in a place that has snow, I'll just live in an apartment. That way I'd never have to shovel the snow on the walk. And, like, you know, all the negatives of having snow in the place are gone. And I only get the positives of the fact that I like, you know, when it's snowy. I love, like, going on vacation to, like, Asia when it snows. because I love the feeling of it being like super cold outside, and then I just like, you know, get to like a restaurant or wherever I need to go back home, and I'm just like, I'm like outside, I'm like bundled up, and then the moment I get back home or whatever, I take off my clothes. Oh, no, not taking all of my clothes off. It's not like that. Not like in a weird way, but just like taking off like the puffy jacket and like, you know, yeah, I don't know. It just feels good. It just feels good. All right, because guys, stop. It's not, no, it's not like that. You have proper ass winter to go ice swimming. Riding your bike on ice is fun too. You're going to crash a few times a year. Do you get a better quarterstaff? I mean, better compared to like the one that I bought for 3 divs, yes, but not better in the sense that it's like really good. Poor guy, he had to justify itself every time. Yeah, because I know you guys. I know you guys are going to take that shit out of context, and you were like, oh man, this guy, what is he doing? What is he, an exhibitionist? Like, I know you guys. I know what's going to happen. Chad and never, sure. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a goddamn second. Ooh, time to gamba. I mean, you can't even get anything good out of these anymore, right? Even 10 divs is just kind of like poop. I'll take 10 divs, but I don't think it could drop anything good. Like, I don't think like a mirror is or a lock is in the drop pool for this. I mean, I guess a level 20 skill gem or a level 20 spirit gem could be pretty good here. They are. I have 5 random skill gems. I found it. I put all 5 for 5 div, and I got them sold. God damn. Were they like level 20 skill gems? 2 mil for a scroll of wisdom. I mean, it is what it is. 40 consecutive watch streak. God damn, this guy's a problem. I swear to God. Who the heck would watch my stream for 40 streams in a row? I'm at 24. Grow mirrors or put like the I see. Like the lineage support gems. He's not watching you. I'm just his background noise. I mean, hey, the fact that he shows up here every day, you know, while I appreciate it, I'm just like, You see, other than Shadow, it's like, maybe it's just a Shadow thing, all right? Like, nobody else who does it really has a problem, but for some reason, when Shadow does it, I just feel like he has a problem. Honestly, I feel like anything that Shadow does, for the most part, there's something wrong. I don't know why, it's weird. Shadow, the #1 hate watcher, yeah. I think it's probably because he's a hate watcher. That's why I just am overly critical of him. Apparently ATDs with plus spirit extra damage costs a mirror now? What the heck? That's crazy. I guess I'll never get one of those for this build. Like, it was worth... I could have bought it for, like, 80 div, like, you know, when I was first thinking about making this build. But then instead, I spent all my money trying to craft a weapon that never came to fruition. I'll try Rogue Exile, and Towers are now a div. Sad, yeah. I mean, I'm sad, too, because I liked doing that farming method. But, unfortunately, stuff is just inflated. How much are Hearts of the Well, actually? Un-ID'd. How expensive are they now? Are they still the same price? They are... I mean, they're like 3 to 4 div each un-ID'd. So in reality, right? Like as long as you find 1 in the 3 or 1 in the 10 maps, that's not that bad.
No escape.
So I think there could still be good money made from it if you just, you know, it's definitely not as lucrative, but it's definitely not terrible. I'm still doing it, making decent margins. Yeah, it's still good. If you want to use it to make money and, you know, you hit that big one, you could definitely get some money off of it. Anyone else farming reliquary? Like the Twilight reliquary keys? Is that what you're talking about? You got 10 mirrors from that. What, Twilight reliquaries?
So it is.
Then I woke up. You got me. You got me. Do you think having 50 grand project enough to be able to find Garokon's resolve before I run out? Probably. Unless you're really unlucky. If that's the case, sucks to be you. Sucks to be you, buddy. What happened to all my divs? So as I mentioned before, like on last stream, I think, right now, you should not be holding on to divs. In most leagues, like 99% of leagues, you should be holding on to your divs because they will always go up in value, right? But this is the one league where holding on to divs is a really bad idea. Rather than holding on to your divs, you should be buying items with your divs that are going to be inflating, because inflation is going like crazy, right? So the value of these items are going up like wild. So if you can afford things like a Garukon's Resolve, right? Put your div in that and only sell it when you actually need the money. Or maybe it's like putting it in like an Omen of Light, right? Omen of Light was like 6 or 7 divs last night. Today, it's 14 divs. It's like 13 to 14 divs. So putting it in items like that is what you should be doing with your currency rather than keeping it as raw money. Because in times of crazy fluctuations and inflation like this, holding on to cash is always the worst idea. And this is just economics 101. I say the corruption on the palm of the dreamer. Oh shit! How much is that worth nowadays? I only have 2 days I need for crafting, but good idea for the next ones. I dropped Rocket out of the first fight today. I dropped Garcon the first night. I have streamer client confirmed. Yo, this guy's the cause of all the inflation. Ban this guy. Get him, GGG. We caught him. He's the cause of the inflation. He's the one injecting all the drops and shit into the community. He's cheating. He's exploiting. This game is making me lose my shit? Wait, why? Oh god, 63% more monster life? Please. This is gonna be terrible. I'm doing no damage. Okay, I might need to do something like this. Actually, is there a actually monster evasive, stun build up, pack size, additional abysses, extra damage, monster density. Oh, it's not that bad. I swear I was the brokest player for multiple leagues. I was due. Sure, say that in court. MOM makes you immune to the middle part of Fun Temple? Fun Temple? Middle part of Fun Temple? What's that? Oh, the Sun Temple. Oh, really? Interesting. Huh. Sounds like a bug to me. Fun Temple. I mean, it is real fun, guys. That temple is so much fun. I love it. Nothing gets me more hot and bothered than doing that fun temple. Especially when, like, you know, you're doing it in your maps and then the staircase doesn't show up for some reason. That's the best part. The staircase doesn't show up. You spent all that time navigating that amazing maps, and then you get your map bricks because you can't finish the map due to that. You just recover more from what you burn. I see. Well, it depends on your fire resistance, right? If your fire resistance is low, then you're still going to take damage. Or if your just natural regen from life is higher, right? So it's just a regen thing at that point. If the Ascendancy area in Act 4 is going to be Trial of Chaos or something, or Cyro Sekma, so I don't know where it's going to be, but it's going to be called Trial of the Ancestors, and it will be another Ascendancy that you can do instead of Trial of Chaos or Trial of Sekmas, yes. My hope is that it will be fun and a good option to do instead of Trial of Chaos or Trial of Sekmas, because not many people like doing Trial of Chaos or Sekmas. Do I get one shot by bosses? Depends on the bosses. Sometimes I do. Depends on the, you know, the boss. Depends on their affixes, things like that. You can, but most of the times I don't. But I do typically try to not get hit by bosses because, you know, don't take the risk. I ain't that tanky. Is 86% fire is enough for Arbiter? Probably not for, like, his one-shot. But, I mean, you'll be fine for... It depends on what your life is, what your life total is. Spinning away, I'm doing the same thing. Let's go. Do you... Mechanic bug where it puts a rare Abyss monster in the mist? It drops Omen. Yes. That I've been using that. I've been using that to my advantage for a while now. I bought Rocket Flow for almost all my Divine Wars. Did I make a mistake to 94 div? I don't think you did, because they're going to continue to inflate. So I think, like, you know, you're just going to be... It's going to be an investment, basically. They're going to sell for more tomorrow. Why is Garukon's Resolve 145 div? Because of Fubgun. Blame Fubgun for everything, guys. We are the anti-Fubgun coalition here, alright? Fubgun is the cause of all of our problems in Path of Exile 2. And it's not even a joke. He is the reason why you can... He is the reason why you cannot afford basic needs. He's the reason why you're so poor. Fubgun is the cause of every single one of your problems. Where did I get Garrokon's Revolve? It's from the map with a bunch of like sand covering it. I love overly sarcastic streams. What do you mean sarcastic? What are you talking about? It's not sarcastic. I'm speaking the truth, guys.
None can oppose me.
Most true statement of 2026. Damn. We're only a day into 2026 and it's already the most true statement. In the previous you use CI and get the benefits of that series design, is that still doable? No, it is not. Just watch my pod? Yo, hope you had a good time, man. You disagree with us, but you still loved it. Hey, you see, we need more people like you, where even though there are things that you disagree with, you don't like just hate it for like, or hate the people. There's so many people in today's society because like that are just like, I disagree with one thing this person said, and as a result, I hate them. I don't know why there's so many people like that in society these days. It's like weird. It's like you have to agree with everything somebody says or disagree with everything somebody says, or else, you know, you just can't, yeah, you just can't choose the things that you think they say are correct and ignore the things that they don't think are correct. I'm hated by everyone because of this. People seem to get more polarized. Yeah, it's like weird. What's my favorite sauce? What's my favorite sauce? Probably some sort of like garlic hot sauce. Like some garlicky chili sauce. I disagree without disagreeing, therefore I fucking love you. Come here for a kiss. God damn, dude, I wasn't expecting that tonight. I did not prepare myself for this. Yo, this guy is kind of fucking me up right now. Happy New Year! Are you saying you don't like people that don't like other people based off their opinions? I mean, it's one thing for like, you know, if the person's like bad, like a good example of this, right, is like a lot of my friends, I would say, are very, very left-leaning, right, in politics. I, you know, definitely agree with certain left side. Like but for me, I don't take a side. I just like, there's certain policies I agree with here and certain policies I agree with there, right? But then like when we disagree, it's not like they hate me for it, you know? Or like it's not when I agree they love me for it. It's just like, oh, we disagree with this one thing, that's fine. We can still be friends. But a lot of people aren't like that these days on the internet. It's like you hate, there's one thing that they said that you don't agree with, and they're automatically, nothing they say makes sense. And you'll go through like a bunch of mental gymnastics to just like disagree with certain things that they say, even though they agree with them. Do you like policies so much? Name 3 albums? What the fuck? Top 10 policies all time, let's go. I mean, I'm not like a big political guy, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, there's certain things that I'll just see in the news or whatever that I'll know about, but like overall, I'm like I don't really give 2 shits about politics for the most part. Subscribing to group ideologies that coming up with a conclusion and different topics is a major problem with humans. Yeah. And I feel like humans, like, over time, like, have become more and more reliant on other people telling them what they should be believing in, rather than, like, actually figuring out what they care about. It's like, if my favorite streamer thinks that this is bad, then I think it's bad. Or if my favorite politician or celebrity thinks this is bad, then I also think it's bad. And like they don't even like reason why, you know, something's bad or good. Analment orbs are dead. They are. They're sinking like a freaking dying ship. I'm gonna run for mayor on the platform of titty bars. Hey, you know what? All right. All I'm saying is when I was I'm gonna tell you guys a story, right? When I was a kid in 7th grade, I ran for class president. But I didn't run for class president like a normal person would. Oh shit, I'm losing mana right now. That is not good. I ran for class president. Oh, no wonder why. It's fucking Divine Shrine. So I had a friend in my class. There was 2 other people who were running for class president that year, or yeah, that year. I had no interest in running for class president, but then for some reason on the day of the like the speeches or whatever for being class president, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I kind of want to run for class president right now. I had no speech. I just went up there and fucking said a bullshit, and like the 2 other people were like, you know, doing all this campaigning. They like had all these posters up and shit like that, right? And like they had all these good points. I just went up there and said some shit that people, you know, wanted to hear, and I won. And that's all it is. That's all politics is, you know? Just say shit people agree with and you'll win. Easy. So you know what? Maybe I should run on the premise of titty bars. Cuz like I said yesterday, who doesn't like titties? If I win president of the United States of America, I promise you the amount of titties you'll get, you know, every single day in your life goes up by 10x. Fly out of your ass, noted. Sold. You have my vote. There it is. Easy. Am I in the right channel? I can't vote. Sorry, I'm dead from my wife. I see on the screen. I hear titties go by 10x. Can you repeat that? Don't worry about it. You had to be there. You had to be there. Show me right now, and I'll vote for you. Well, it takes time. You know, titties don't grow on trees. All right. This build is cool. What class Ascendancy is this? This is Abyssal Lich, so it's a witch. But yeah, how do I go low life? You just go spec into Chaos Inoculation and then unspec it. And then it'll take you to 1 life like this. Don't worry, I'll deliver on the promise, guys. Don't worry, I'll deliver on it. You have my word. I have my connections, you know? I have my connections. $36 Breach Splitters. Not bad. Make Poe great again if you become president? That's hard. Jonathan is a hard man to crack. I'll try my best, though. These things take time as soon as someone asks for results. Hey, it is true, all right? They don't grow on trees. See, I have the makings of a great politician. I just gotta bullshit my way through and lie about everything. And then I'll get elected, just like every politician out there. Explain Eve? Like Adam and Eve? The Itty Bitty Titty Committee. Hey, you know, all I can say is we appreciate titties of all sizes and shapes. There's no such thing as bad titties. Promise free divines for everyone? I mean, people are basically getting free divines right now when they're doing temple. Even Queen of Filth? Especially Queen of Filth. What about man titties? I don't think I would count those. I would not count those. What if they went inwards and out? Wait, what? What are we talking about here? Where is this conversation going? How do the conversations always devolve into this, guys? You guys gotta stop talking about titties, I swear to God. We're here to talk about Path of Exile. This is a wholesome stream. I'm a professional here. This is a professional stream talking about serious business of the Path of Exile meta and the Path of Exile economy. I read a chat message. I read a chat message. You can't pin that one on me. It's my job as a streamer to respond to chat. The meta is Temple of Titties. I mean, it is true, actually. I mean, if you say it that way, that is actually true. That is the meta. That Ziri do be tittying every single day, and she is the queen of that temple. Those just always, what are you, I don't know what you're talking about.
We need to collect. I have many, sir.
I feel like I'm getting some false accusations here. 90% of this stream is very normal. It's just that 1% that happens when somebody says something out of pocket and I respond to it. You know what? From now on, I should stop responding to the out of pocket conversations. Because it's giving me a bad rap, alright? You guys are dragging my image across the floor right now. And I don't appreciate it.
You did well in that excursion.
Is this league? Yeah, this league is the titty league. It is true. She got 4 of them. I'd put you in my pocket, big man. Man, you must have some big pockets. Holy. You know what they say about a man with big pockets? He can carry a lot of things. As FDR has said in the past, speak softly and carry a big stick. That is the one thing that I remembered from 7th grade history class. Because, you know, those are values that I live by every single day. Except I can't. I try my best to, but it's physically impossible for me to do so. Am I winning? Yo, what's up, Crimson? Every single day. How are you doing? I advertised your the GDQ on our pod today. I got you, man. I got you guys. What? Let's see, hold up here. What connects to Spy Master again? Garrisons, right? Yeah, garrisons. I do not have any garrisons right now. I told my friends you're a titty streamer. Well, I feel like they're going to be very disappointed if they tune into the stream. It's probably not what they wanted. Like, it's probably nowhere close to what they wanted to see. Well, you speak softly at least, do I? I feel like I'm a pretty loud person. Are you only trying to fight Ziri, not building a snake? Yeah. I mean, I could definitely build a snake, right? It's definitely a possibility. But I think it's more fun to fight at Ziri. Especially, like, again, I'm going with the whole thing of, like, you should do the things that people aren't doing and make money off of it. So I'm fighting at Ziri because everybody's building a temple and nobody's actually fighting her. And, like, for me, I would prefer to have big pog drops over than, like, small little baby drops. I mean, you're not really getting baby drops when you're getting, like, you know, hundreds of divines a thing. But, like, the other thing is, like, when you run temple, you're not able to run maps very much, right? And I want to run maps. I like running maps. So I'm just going to keep running maps and run at Ziri and have fun with that. Ethical Temple Runner. Why is that the league I decided to play Spark and the Flubgoons have taken over? Everybody's playing Spark this league. Because Spark cast on crit is very good. It's always very good.
I feel no pain.
You have to run maps to run temple. Yeah, but the thing is, you're in a temple for like however long it said like it takes to run a temple, right? It takes a while. I think for the most part, your temples take longer than your maps. I want it to be the opposite, where I'm in temple for a little bit, and then most of the time is spent in maps. When you build out your temple to be like super long and snaky, that snake gonna keep you in there. Cock, Frostbolt comment, also very good. I mean, cock builds are just in general very good. I don't like that temple isn't universal with kid characters. I agree. I think that is one of the biggest flaws with the temple system. I probably would actually still be running temple if it did share between characters. Because what happened was I swapped to this character and then I got kind of demotivated because I was like, I don't want to set up my temple again. Now this was before they did the buff to where, like, you know, the maps themselves, like you could get temple entries very easily through mapping. This was still back in the day when everything just gave you one crystal, right? So, like, if I wanted to set it up now, it wouldn't be that bad. But at this point, I'm just committing to that series running because I just think it's a little bit more fun anyways. Oh, wait. Fuck. I forgot to go to the architect and set up the key room. Oh, my God. I hate that. No one speedruns, you should speedrun. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Crimson. My speedrun is, I am not a speedrunner, and I never will be. You know what I'm speedrunning? I'm speedrunning Bankruptcy. That's the only thing I can speedrun. I speedrun Bankruptcy and getting kicked out of the house. Aren't we all? In today's economy, definitely. In today's economy, definitely. World record degenerate chatter holder. I don't know who would have the whole world record for degenerate chatter in this stream. I got a lot of degenerates in here, that's all I'm saying. Not in a bad way, you know? I would never say it's a bad thing. You're just living life how you want to live, and there's nothing wrong with that. This guy just comes in and says penis. Damn, dude. I remember that in high school. Kid would just come into the classroom, just yell penis in the middle of a class. Everybody laugh. Now, try doing that at your job right now. You'll see a couple giggles. And you know, those are going to be your homies. But then your boss will probably get mad at you, and you might lose your job. But you know what? It's about the friends you find along the way, right? It's not about the destination. Your destination might be that you got fired, but hey, you found some friends along the way. And that's what matters, right?
A good find.
Job? You would try playing SF more? Oh yeah, I mean, SF's a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, it's harder to make builds on SSF. So that's a problem for me as a build maker. It's a little bit tougher. I do want to play some SSF though. I did say that if the economy does go to shit to a point where it's like not worth playing anymore, I'll probably play some hardcore SSF. Cheat code have Aussie coworkers. Last league was really good for SSF. Oh my god, I almost got badonkered right there. Love to see me do a hardcore solo self-found run. I typically do hardcore solo self-founds at like the end of leagues. Last league it was different though, because I wanted to play Path of Exile 1. But this league, I might play some hardcore solo self-found.
What is it?
You would have died before the monkey nerf? Maybe.
Is a strain for Doriani.
Alright, can I enter into here yet? Yep, so this is it, guys. For anybody who was wondering how to get Garukon's Resolve, you gotta get to this map, Sacred Reservoir. Don't blame you for this last PvE1 League. I mean, last PvE1 League was a lot of fun for when the time that it lasted. But the longevity of it was pretty bad. So, like, it was, like, a lot of fun, but, like, not for very long. It was kind of like a last Epoch League. Like, it's really good for, like, the first week, but then, like, you know, after that, it got a little bit stale. The problem was, like, the league mechanic was cool, but then it wasn't very rewarding, so... You know, kind of the same as this league mechanic was. Right? It ended up just being kind of the same old, same old. No map mods? You don't need to run map mods on, what is it called? On these maps. It doesn't affect the drop rate of the Legion support gems. So I'd rather just give myself a couple of more portals than risk, like, losing all the money that I could potentially get. Because if you die in one of these maps, right, and it drops a Garukon, that's like 140 divs just gone. And I don't want to risk that. No, I didn't forget the tablet. I pulled it out on purpose. Because I don't want to waste the tablets. Because I don't care about the drops on the maps. I'm just going for, what is it called? I'm just going for the drop at the end. Does the wait till be tier 15? I actually don't know about that one. Wait, really? Yeah, I dropped Garukons on, on a blue map the other day. Because the thing is, what is it called? I don't think there's rarity between the Legion support gems. Like, they're all the same rarity tier. So, they're guaranteed to drop one, and they're all the same rarity tier, so there's nothing that you can really do to affect the drop rate of it. I think for these maps, you have to run them tier 15, though, if I remember correctly. It might be like Citadels. Oh, I was supposed to put a Visions, that's right. Whoops, awkward. I forgot to put a Visions. That's what I forgot. Completely forgot about that. Now that is something I should have done that I didn't do. What if you go T16? I don't think it makes a difference. But boss drop quantity affected? No, because it only dropped one. Quantity just affects the quantity of items dropped, right? And if it only drops one, then quantity would do nothing. Archon is 150 div now? Yeah. Dude, this guy is really, like, anti-my build. He gets pushed back by the ice balls, which is not what I want.
Embrace your destiny.
It is mine to claim. Death from every angle. Our time is now. My empire.
All right, let's see. Garukons! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Easy. How many Garocons do I have right now? How many Garocons do I have right now? Oh, 3? Oh, that's nice. That's pretty chill. That's a pretty chill amount of Garocons. Zero investment. Zero investment, boys. Zero investment. I just go to the map and you just pick it up. It's easy. What's a budget temple farm with 300 divs? I mean, you could do those like non-temporalis cock builds. Those work. Oddcraft? Sheesh, look at that. Not bad at all. And farming Garcons with my build? I'm just playing like a Whirling Assault build. Whirling Assault Abyssal. I'm not really farming Garcon specifically. I'm just farming like any and everything like that's worth money type of situation. Like, for example, I'm doing, so I was saying this earlier before with the stream started, right? So guys, for anybody who came a little bit later, Visions of Paradise right now, which I should have used on that map, by the way. I messed up. I should have used. Visions of Paradise right now are, what is it called? Well, they were 80 earlier. Now they're 100, so they went up a little bit, right? But they're still not expensive. 100 adults in this economy is not expensive. It's like a third of a div, right? And then you have grand projects. We'll go back to exalts. 33 exalts. Cheap as hell, right? So my recommendation is like for anybody who is trying to farm right now, if you're not like running rarity, and if you're running rarity, right, I think like farming like these areas would be pretty good too, right? The cleansed areas, you get some pretty good money here. But if you're not running rarity like me, you should be doing things that'll give you guaranteed drops. Like going here, for example, like this one gives you like what, 2 to 3 div per like fragment. You could Visions of Paradise it, get like 6 or 8 or something like that, right? That's a good amount of money. Not 6 or 8, but you probably get like 4 or something like that, right? 3 to 5, let's just say. You could hop over to like Sacred Reservoirs. You could hop over to like, you know, Jade Isles. Just like you abusing Grand Project to traverse the map to look for these like key areas to get drops from. I think everybody should, like, if you're not running rarity, it's one of the better ways to make money right now. Of course, it requires, like, if you have bad luck at the end of the day, it's going to kind of suck. But, like, in between, of course, you're still running your regular strategies, right? Like, right now I'm running Breach and Abyss. So you should run your regular strategies. But, like, while you're doing it, just hop between. Is it really zero investment? I mean, this is basically zero investment. Basically zero investment. No, I mean, the zero investment part is the, what is it called? Just like farming Breach and stuff like that. The main thing I'm testing tonight, I know that you can make money off of, like, you know, Citadel hopping, right? But I'm trying to test right now how many splinters I can get tonight within, like, you know, a certain amount of maps. So then, you know, we can see, like, how much money I can make off of that. I'm running like 2 splinter, 2 breaches and 1 abyss tab to try and just like farm splinters and abyss. So I want to see like how much money that will actually get me tonight. There's no reason to do 6 mods if you're not 100% sure. You're a tanky ass bitch. Yep, pretty much. Too late, I just bought 40. This is it's a bajillion monster Ellie res map, that's why. On average, I make 12 div a day, a div every 10 to 12 maps of Breach. That includes splinters and catalysts. That's pretty nice, dude. That's pretty good. And it's just like, it's just passive, right? You don't want to do anything special for it. You just slap in these breach tablets and you just go. Of course, I'm assuming you're running like a specific tablets, like maybe like splinter quantity and additional breaches, maybe something like that. Vision also good. Oh yeah, I mean, in general, all of the league mechanics are pretty good money. The only one that where the splinters aren't that expensive is Ritual, because everybody runs Ritual. Am I going to be playing the private league? Maybe. I'm signed up for it, but I'm still undecided if I want to play it. If anything, I'll play it for like a week and then come back to trade or something like that. Hello? Is this a bugged abyss again? I hate these. I hate it when abyss is bugged. Widow is 10 divs right now. Yep. Pretty insane. Pretty damn insane. I made 16 divs when just selling lobos last night. Running the shitty ones also make a lot of money. I mean, again, there's a lot of ways to make money right now. That's why when people say they can't make money and they're like making like a div a day, I don't fucking like, it's not that I don't believe them, right? It's just like they're not playing the game how we should be playing it. Like they're not trying to make money is what it is. It's like if you're not willing to put like if you're not trying to make money, of course you're not going to make money. Like what are you expecting? Just like 100 divs to fall into your lap, random, like, you know, without trying to do anything special? That's how you don't make money in Path of Exile. It's like, of course, every now and then you'll get lucky, right? But if you want to make consistent money, you got to actually have a plan. You got to have like a, you know, like a strategy. It doesn't even have to be a big strategy. It doesn't have to be anything complex. It could literally just be, I'm going to juice out my breaches to make them drop the most splinters as possible. Like, it doesn't have to be anything complex. Trying to make a money so like a double corrupt headhunter, so far 3 goes poof. Most of these are just running magic T15s with random raid tablets. Yeah, exactly. And then they complain, they're like, oh, like you don't understand, you're a streamer. This is a streamer, you know, you're out of touch. You're just a streamer. That's why you're making like, you know, these items are like worth nothing to you because you're making so much money because you just play all day. It's like, no, it's not that. It's not that at all. It's just that I'm putting minimum effort. I'm not even putting in a lot of effort. Like, people who put a lot of effort in are like Farmer or Fubgun, right? Those guys are the ones putting in a lot of effort to like, you know, make a lot of money. I'm putting like the minimum fucking base ass level effort to make money. Streamers have way more time. I mean, they do. And you shouldn't compare yourself with streamers, with, you know, with the amount of money that they're making. It's just unrealistic. But to say that, you know, you're getting nothing, like, that's just not, like, yeah. You're just not using the correct strategies, or, like, you don't want to learn the strategies. Which is why I was saying yesterday during the stream that, like, these moments where, like, you know, the economy's kind of, like, you know, pretty rough, in a rough state, right? It kind of, like, in many ways, if you want to play the game, it forces you to actually learn how to play the game. Because if you don't learn how to play the game and learn how to make money, you're going to struggle hard. I'm the type of person that's like that too, right? Unless I have to do something, I'm not going to do it a lot of times. So it's like, this is like, for people like me, a perfect moment for me to like learn how to actually earn money in the game. Because if I want to play the game, I'm going to have to learn. People making their game their second job. Does someone know if Big Omens only appear in 80+ maps and they appear in 79 maps? if I've already redeferred them a few times. I'm actually not sure. Does anybody farm rituals right now? This comes to do draw a Garcon 2 days in a row, but it's because I'm farming for it, right? That's like what I'm purposely going for. Of course, a person who's like grand project hopping between towers to go farm specifically for Legion support gems are gonna be getting more Legion support gems than other people. Of course, one every day might be very lucky. I don't know, but you know, if you're gonna specifically focus farm it, it's gonna be more likely that I get it than the guy who isn't. Worldly Assault with reverse chill is stupid. Oh, I'm sure it's really fast. I really wish that reverse chill builds just didn't have like such a big survivability problem. Yosabaru! Right? Because of the streamer client. Please try it. I want to see it. The reverse chill stuff? I mean, I could potentially make reverse chill like a next build type of situation. I don't know. Originally, I was going to do like my next build as like, you know, a deli farmer, AFK deli farmer. Because I'm already, what is it called? I'm already Abyssal Lich anyways. So it just, you know, lends itself very easily. Oh, fucking A. But if you guys want to see, like, maybe I'll do a vote later to see, like, what type of build you guys want to see as, like, the next build. Because I do, at some point, want to do a reverse chill build. Easy. Again, I'm farming for it, guys. I'm farming for it. This is not like a, you know... I'm making an active effort to pull those guys out of the clouds, alright? I'm making an active effort to do it. It ain't a streamer client. Just do it with this build? Man, I already have problems with survivability on this build. How am I gonna do that? Can I freeze this guy? Freeze this guy? Ah, shit. No! Omen of the Liege! I fucked up! That could have been another Omen of Light! I farmed enough divs to buy 2 of these today? Sheesh, congrats, dude. That's awesome. I do that too these days since didn't even get 1 with triple abyss tablets. I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes it's RNG. Sometimes it do just be RNG. Why I do that? Do what? You just need to know how to juice like 25 divs an hour on doing abyss and breach. If you're not gonna read the tablet mods, synergies, that's on you. Yeah, exactly. It's like you're trying to go out and like be like, I want to be a professional, I don't know, Pokemon player. Or a professional Magic the Gathering player. But then you're going in with some random ass deck with no synergies and you're complaining that you're not winning games. It's like, huh? Alright, sure, I'll take it. Can you use rare tabs if you haven't killed Arbiter yet? I don't know if you can use them. I feel like you probably can use them, but you just can't make them.
A gift from fate.
What mods am I running on Abyss tablets? Right now I'm running a chance for additional Abyss and additional rare monsters. You can use those on make them? Yeah, that's what I assumed. What's that Abyss tree? Oh, it's nothing special. It's just what everybody's using. Well, actually, oh, whoops. This should be this one. Whoops. This should be up here. This was a remnant of when I was farming Rogue Exiles. It should be this one right here. And then this one up here. You should not have this. This was just a remnant from my Rogue Exile farming. No pit difficulty? I have not been using pit difficulty. I have not been using pit difficulty. Pit difficulty is rough. Like, you take a lot of freaking damage. Those mobs are tough. Do you know where elemental damage would break armor? There is some ways. So for example, there's a lineage support gem, I think, this league, that made it so whenever you freeze enemies, you break armor, right? That is like one way you can get elemental damage to break armor. Other than that, I don't think there's really any way I can think up on the top of my head. It really is just that one where you freeze enemies and it breaks armor. Of course, you can do things like, you know, turning elemental into chaos and then making the chaos break armor. But like directly having the elemental break armor, I think is very rare. I don't know why, but I'm not spawning Abyss Exiles at all. Are you like doing like the whole farming technique of 3 Abyss tablets and setting a retreat? Why am I talking to this guy? Let's see here. We'll put this here. We'll put this there. We'll put this here. Put this there. Put this there. And put this there. Right. We run this temple. I come back from pooping and Unravel's playing. Second time I'm crying in 10 minutes. Why the hell are we crying in the bathroom? I play my Wolfpack. Wolfpack armor converted to LE damage. Is Ray rarer than when I do it? I mean, I'm not the one. I'm the only one. I'm not the only one who gets those. Some people were telling me that they were getting, they made like 100 divs or something off of running Rogue Exiles. So, you know, I think Mr. Nick, I don't know if he's here. I don't think he's here today, but Nick says that he was getting 100. He got 100 divs from running Rogue Exiles. So that's all I'm gonna say. It ain't just me. Easy 100 divs. Yep. He said, I did it. I drop it. Garcons resolve. Viso's farm consultant. Wait, did you just drop a Garcons? Oh, there he is. Mr. Nick is here. You just drop one? Yo, let's go. Huge money, man. Congrats. See, I like it when you guys are getting drops. It makes me happy to see you guys doing well. So, you guys need to go do well more often. This build looks cool? Thank you. And Vision is activated, so I'll roll it again. Yeah, I needed to do that last time. I didn't do that. How's he doing Rogue Exile Abyss and he got one? Nice. But yeah, for the Rogue Exile Abyss, in the like Rogue Exile farm, you need to use 3 Abyss tabs with +1 Rogue Exiles. It needs to be Abyss tablets. You cannot do like ritual tablets or whatever. It needs to be Abyss tablets for it to work. That's I think that a lot of people miss out on that fact.
Another medallion.
now have full access. Use Shippukado's console to open a path to the royal access chamber. From there, we will be able to
I guess this is fine. Because I think this stuff connects like anything. I can literally put like a Jolum works in here and it'll connect. Oh, actually, I could probably do it this run then. When he's beyond the Abyss tablets to +1 Rogue Exiles. Oh wait, I can't put that there. What the heck? Well, I guess we'll update this one then. And because I need a slot for a medallion anyways.
Unpredictable, as always.
Need to close it first, maybe. (2x gain, 2x crit Heart of the Wells) are like 70, 80 divs right now. Damn, but those are rare though. Those are hard to get. It ain't a simple, I'll just get one of those casually. You can't add runes while the temple's running? Can you not? I thought you could. Wait, all I got from this was a ball orb? This was a tier 3. No, tier 3 Chamber of Corruption. Or Locus of Corruption. Really? Interesting. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's this. Maybe I need to add these. Ah, that is it. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, I needed to add those first. Okay.
The insides shuffle.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's not open yet. Oh, awkward. Okay, well, that's awkward. Okay, I guess let's close it. And I got rid of it. It is what it is. Whatever. It'll be pretty easy to get back that room anyways. Been there, done that. I rolled a double gain, double crit one earlier. Shoosh! Dude, you guys are doing well. You guys are making money, boys. Huh. Hey there, sir. What's the current strat? The current strat right now, I'm just running Breach tablets and Abyss tablets, and they've been paying out. Just got 2 Omens of Light in the last map, so, you know, we're kind of eating well. Like, I really think that Omen of Light farming is, like, actually a viable strategy. I think it's actually a viable strategy to gain money.
Let us hope Zest now lies dormant.
But the crazy thing is they're still inflating at a rate faster than, like, you know, whatever, right? But I think it's kind of interesting because they're not, from what I could tell, they're not that hard to get. How much rarity do I have? 0. I have a 0 rarity. That's crazy, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's just that consistent. Getting Omens of Light. I mean, of course, you're not going to get 2 every single map. You're probably not even get 1 every single map. But you can reliably get them. You can reliably get them as long as you're pulling them out of the little Omnamu's Void. Inflation comes in the RMT market. Oh, it's for sure, for sure. Maybe that rarity's bug. I have 112 and I'm seeing it insanely light in the past 5 days. I don't know if it's bugged or not, but GGG mentioned this, right? They mentioned that the effect of rarity this league will be not as, like, powerful. They said that they're reducing the need for rarity this league. If I remember correctly, that's, like, exactly, like, the type of wording that they used. They're reducing the need for people to build rarity this league. So, like, while rarity does have an effect, it's not as significant as it has been in the past leagues. Did 50 abysses and didn't drop 1 omen of light? I drop at least 2 or 3 a day. And I mean, you guys could call it streamer client or whatever, but it's been like consistent type of situation. It's like one thing if it's like, oh, one day I'm dropping like 3 or 4, like, you know, whatever, right? But like it's every single day I do Abyss, I drop multiple omens of light first, like per day. At that point, I don't think it's like luck. It's just, you know, it is the way it is. Every single day I use the same client. Oops.
I need more time.
I want to shoot the director of removing rarity and making mobs harder, but I saw what they did in Poet 1 with Atlas, increased effective mods, T17s that left a mark on my soul. Like, you like what they're doing in PoE 1, or you don't like it? I definitely think that the game is heading more towards, like, the direction of PoE 1, though, in terms of, like, how you farm maps. Because, like, it's, again, you have to develop strategies. And that's, like, how farming in PoE 1 is. You can't farm for currency if you're, like, you can't make money if you're not playing a strategy. Whether it be, like, T17 strong boxes, or, like, you know, heist, or maybe it's, like, cloister farming, right? Like, you have to have you make a strategy, and that's your farming strategy, and that's how you make money. Like, in the past, the strategy was rarity and quantity of monsters and, or quantity of monsters and whatever, right? And rarity. But this league, it's like you play, like, certain strategies to make money. Someone running maps, holy! I think it's crazy. The fact that I consistently get people coming into my stream and saying that there's someone running maps. That is ridiculous, in my opinion. Heavy belt farming personally. How do you do that? What's the strat for Owen of Light farming? Yeah, you have to, so basically, right? Oh shoot, I forgot to, like, what it's called, change my atlas. I need to go do that. But you basically go and you put this node in here that says from out of the pit, 50% increased chance for abysses in your map to spawn monsters loyal to Ulamon, and increase effectiveness of abyssal monsters in your map, right? You do this, and then you increase the number of abysses that you have in your map, so your chance to spawn like 4 abysses or something like that, or 4 additional abyss pits. And then you also increase the amount of rare monsters that you have in the map, or like on the abysses. And then you use that to like maximize the amount of, like, you know, chances that you get the monsters that have Amanamu's Void. The affix Amanamu's Void. And then when you get a mob with Amanamu's Void, what you do is you pull them out of the Amanamu's Void when you're killing them. And then that will increase the likelihood that you get Omens of Light and Omens and Abyssal Echoes. So like right now, right? They'll come out, and if it spawns with Amanama's Void, you pull them out, and then it'll increase your likelihood of getting one of those modifiers on the mob. And as a result, you'll increase your chances of getting Omens of Light and Omen of Abyssal Echoes. The rarity effect of support trap off at the boss? No. Does not. Should it be Aminamu? I don't know if it's a bug or whatever, but it is the right one. It's the right one. I don't know why it's like loyal to Olamon and they come out and they have Aminamu's Void. I have no clue. It might be a bug. It might be a typo, right? It might be a typo. Not a bug. It's probably a typo. You have 100% diff rarity, and the difference is huge. On like how often you get like good omen drops and stuff like that. Drops in general. Like I think like for example, right? I don't think like I mean it's clear that it makes a big difference because like if you're going to temples, you're getting more rarity, more effectiveness, you're getting more drops. Yeah, rarity does a bit affect the Abyss Omens. Like, for example, I should be, if I wanted to get more Omens, I should definitely be min-maxing my rarity. But I can't be bothered. Sasha's build is not, it cannot support rarity. People loot Sticking Temple? What's loot Sticking Temple? Did I show you a good Abyss tablet? Sure. Virtual signature plus rarity and rarity share gear? That sounds crazy. What's my rarity? 0. But yeah, if you want a Abyss tablet, right? If you want to like min-max it, personally, these are what I value, right? Chance to contain 4 additional Abyss tablets, right? This one is really, really good. I value this one. You can also get additional rare monsters spawned from Abyss. If you get 2, right? That's like the best. But going for 1 is still fine. And I don't know if you can get rare monsters on this as well. Oh, you can. Yeah. Maximizing on the number of rare monsters. Getting effectiveness is also good. But in general, maximizing on the number of abysses, maximizing on the number of rare monsters, and the that is like how I would juice my abysses. Abyssal modifier chance? I haven't been running those. About make the price for these Spyrock to do? I don't think so. I don't think I have that level of like, you know. Yeah, I don't think I have that level of whatever. Notoriety, fame, whatever it is. Increased chance for abyssal monsters, your map to abyssal modifiers? I mean, to be honest, I haven't really had much drops from monsters that have abyssal modifiers. I wonder if this... Yeah, no. That's not a... That is... Is that a line that exists? I don't think so. I got that fob gun touch. Hell no, dude. You see how much money I have? I'm poor. if dude came in, if people are comparing me to having that flub gun touch, you guys are following the wrong person. Because when you have a lot of damage and one-shot the Omnama Void Raiders when they spawn, though, yeah, I typically like the thing is my build doesn't kill the Omnama Void Raiders, like not because I can't one-shot them though, which is like interesting. I mean, I should be like, you know, maximizing on like Waystone chance on this, but I don't care enough. Why are they getting so many temporal chains? Extra chaos. Extra fire, extra cold, ailment threshold. Dude, I hate ailment threshold maps. Extra cold, extra lightning. Sure. 47 more monster life? God damn it. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? I could run tablets, right? But, I don't know. Do you guys have this thing where, like, it's like an OCD thing? Where, like, I don't want to run the 2 tablets on here because it's going to make 2 tablets go down and count by 1. And then you're going to have, like, uneven tablets. I have that. Maybe I just run 2 random breach tablets, right? Not even care about what they are. Just run 2 randy breach tablets. I just throwing away tablets because I can't stand that. Same here, I'm not the only one that does that. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking run these 2 randy breach tablets I don't care about.
Face your fate.
My Witch Hunter I invested like 4 divs so far. The problem is that it doesn't work. Wait, what doesn't work? Temporal chains and chilled routes to be deleted. I completely. I mean, I don't know if I agree with it. I definitely would be not a complaint if they got deleted it though. I definitely wouldn't complain. Oh, what the heck? 69% monster elemental resistances. Holy crap! Let's do the quick swap. I'll swap it back for the boss.
Death is my power to wield.
2, 2, 3. Throw them out and get fresh tenors. That's what I do. But I also don't play with like expensive tablets either. If I played with expensive tablets, you know, maybe I'd have to just deal with it. But I don't play with expensive tablets, so I'm just gonna throw that shit out. Toss that shit to the ground. Follow that wisp! Alright, buddy. Oh, God. Einhar? Or, dude, I keep calling him Einhar. Fucking Delwyn is in this map. I know it's gonna be a bad map. Where's this bitch? Oh, there she is. Oh, I got nothing from that. GG. Classic Einhar coming in and rooting everything. Oh, no, Einhar. Ah, I keep calling it Einhar. Delwyn. How about that last Delwyn dropped me a rite of passage cat? Well, maybe that's where all my rite of passages are going. Delwyn is going into my maps, stealing my rite of passages, and giving them to you. Maybe Delwyn is just really, really hateful and spiteful against me, but they love you guys, you know? Maybe I did something to tick Delwyn off. He's just jealous. I got a bigger rod than he does. Should be allowed to kill Delwyn? He takes all the loot from us? Exactly.
You got it set to M for mini, when it should be set to W for Wumbo. It worked!
Pluntar's out here doing this. He's making it look like goddamn Shrek. He does the Wumbo cam, he turns it green, puts the Wumbo cam, and makes me look like Shrek.
You cannot stop us. We will take the power that we deserve.
Not if I take yours first.
First one's ire.
First one's ire. Oh. Jesus Christ, this guy's tanky. He's a tanky boy.
That will not go unpunished.
Oh, you know what? I didn't swap my Rockiatas, that's why. I was like, why am I doing Z right now? It's like, oh, because I didn't swap my Rockiatas. Oh! I didn't see him doing that. Oh my god. Well, what happened? He got instantly popped. GG. There goes 100 exalts. All because I didn't swap my Rockiatas. Don't make that mistake, boys. Don't make that mistake. Don't do what I did. Streamers are like onions. They have layers. Alright, I do need to get a fresh set of tabs, though. 30 chows. 100 exalts for one of these? Sure. Dash attack one shot 7k ES. I mean, the mobs are strong these days, man. He might have also crit me. I don't know. Because the map was like an extra crit chance map or something like that with like extra crit damage. So they get pretty beefy. How much is 15 chaos anyways?
Check back soon.
Oh, it's like worthless.
All right, your order is registered. Yes? It's done. I'll sort it.
What's the map setup for the tablets you're running to try to get lineage support gems? You don't have to set up anything special for lineage support gems. Ah, shit, there's a 9! Oh my god, I got fucking trolled. I was getting rid of it. I don't care about it enough. But yeah, you don't need any special tablet setup for lineage support gems. You honestly don't even need to run tablets. There's zero need to run tablets. Is there a way to see what weapon set you're on without being in the inventory? Not really, unfortunately. Like, unless you have different weapons, right? If you have different weapons, then you can just see from visual, but other than that, there's not really like a, oh, here's an indicator for like what weapon set you're on. At least not that I know of. Yeah, it's just looking at the visual indicator of just like, here's what my weapon I'm using. Are you able to share the spear from the wand and focus? Because whenever I switch my quarterstaff, it goes away. No, you can't. You cannot.
Death is my power to wield.
Oh my god, that guy spawned and died. God damn it, piece of crap. Oh, there's another void though. There's another Abominaba's void. All right, bucko. Get your booty out of here. Damn it. Nothing good. Dude, I can't, like... Oh, shit. I'm not low life. I can't listen to this song anymore without thinking about getting ripped off in Japan. I can't listen to, like, what is it called? City pop? Japanese city pop without thinking about that time when I got ripped off by that bartender in Japan. He has forever scarred me of, like, taking away my ability to enjoy... what is it called? City pop now. I hope that man is happy. I hope that extra 20,000, or hope that extra 2,000 yen was worth it. Stay with me. I mean, that's the song that I told him to play. And, he, you know, he did not play it. Why am I running it? Running what? The wand and the focus setup? So I run this setup because it allows me to get critical weakness on enemies. So when I put down my... So the focus that I have, every time I crit with a spell, right? It puts critical weakness on enemies. Up to 10% critical weakness, which is 10% to your base crit chance, which is insane. So it helps me get higher crit chance to guarantee 100% crit on my Gathering Storm against bosses. So I'll put down the Ice Wall, right? I'll have a wand that has high crit chance, and I'll spec out my Ice Wall to have as much crit chance as possible. And then I use that in conjunction with Gathering Storm to just get, you know, massive crits. Because without it, I don't get 100% crit on Gathering Storm. Should have asked for Party Rock Anthem. I mean, I feel like he would have enjoyed that. The bartender was really keen on making us listen to English music. He asked me, like, what do you guys want to listen to? I'm like, oh, I really like Japanese, you know, city pop. Right? And then he goes and puts on some 2015 EDM. Like, what the hell? You asked me what I want to listen to, and then you put on something entirely different.
For my king!
I'm like, that makes no sense, sir. I think that was, like, DR right there. I swear to God, that was definitely DR. What's up, Cabral? How's the build going? It's going along. It's good. I mean, I'd say it's in its final phases for sure. I don't know, like, you know, I'm sure there's things I could upgrade about it, but, like, for the most part, it's not going to change too much from, you know, this iteration to the next. 2015 EDM is straight fire. Well, sure, but it was not the mood that I was trying to get into. It was not the type of mood. The bar was, like, very dimly lit. It was like, you know, a very chill bar. There were literally 3 people inside the bar, like, other than me and my friends, right? So it was a total of 6 people. It was me, my 2 friends, the bartender, slash owner, and, like, 2 other customers. It was super quiet in there, and, like, they were listening to some chill music beforehand. I was like, all right, let's go along with these chill vibes, because, like, you know, I want to listen to some chill music in this chill bar. And he puts on 2015 EDM. Like, what the heck? One Molly and you good. All I'm gonna say is that in Japan, if you get caught with that shit, you're done, bro. You're done. You're getting sent to the slammer for life. Sinistral annulment, and now I have to farm ritual so I can afford it. Hey, that's not a bad problem, alright? It's not a bad problem to have. He probably doesn't know Japanese city pop. There's no way. There is zero possibility. I asked him, do you know city pop? Right? I asked him, city pop? Do you know what that is? And he said, oh yes, city pop. And then he put on that fucking EDM shit. Maybe he was trying to save face and be like, oh, of course I know what city pop is. And just put some random ass shit on. Who knows? But all I know is that, regardless, the man freaking scammed me of 20 bucks. He scammed me of a free performance. He made me sing. And then he charged me an extra $20 for things that we didn't order. At least I'm over it. No. The PTSD of listening to City Pop will forever be there. It'll just remind me of that man with his goddamn smoker's lung. Dude made me feel bad for him. I'm like, oh man, this guy with the smoker's lung, he just wants us to have a good time. He's giving us all these freebies. Yeah, joke's on us. They were not free. He just gave them to us without us, you know, our permission and charged us for all of it. Maybe the 20 was a tip? No, they don't charge for a tip in Japan. Like, literally, if you go and try to tip somebody in Japan, they'll, like, run out the door, chasing you down, trying to give you your money back. In Korea, where I live, you're also in jail immediately. For what? For, like, drugs? Oh, God, this map sucks. Those I got scammed in Japan or stories are a lot less tame and start with, I was in Kabuki show and the girl holding a sign took me to a bar. I mean, that also happened. But it was not in Kabuki show, it was in Ikebukuro. It wasn't really a scam, it was just my negligence where that happened with the girls bar. So we didn't know it was a girls bar. And when we went in, it was like a hour, like all you can drink for an hour for like a flat fee or whatever, right? And then if you wanted to extend, it would be more money. And it was very expensive to extend, right? So I was like, hey, yo, can you remind me when it gets close to the hour mark, right? And she's like, okay, yeah, sure. And yeah, she never reminded me. So I ended up spending like $500 that night between me and my two other boys. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's like nothing compared to like American prices. In America, they could have fucking, that would have been like $1,000 plus. Got him. A lot of countries tip is considered disrespectful. You don't tip, they come after your ass for not tipping. Yup, very much the opposite. Did I regret it? No, I had a great time. It was not intentional. We did not, you know, intend on going to the girls' bar that night. My friend wanted to go to a maid cafe, and he thought it was a maid cafe, but it ended up being a girls' bar. But you know what? We still had a good time. We still had a grand old time. Even though they had no clue how to speak, like my friends had no clue how to like converse with them. Apparently they still had a good time. Because I was like afraid, right? Afterwards, I was like, oh shit, I hope my friends had a good time. Because like, I was the only one talking. Because I'm the only one that knows how to speak Japanese. But they were like, oh yeah, we had a great time. I'm like, oh shit, let's go. Because I'm in Japan, they actually pay people for the value of the work they're doing. I lived in Japan for 6 years, and it was wonderful seeing their culture and values. Yeah. The thing is, like, I don't know. The thing that I've noticed about Japan is, like, for the most part, you can just, like, there's not really, like, a situation like here in the US where, like, you're living in an area and, like, the job that you get, the pay is, like, so bad that you can't live in that area. For the most part, what I've seen is, like, you know, most jobs will let you, like, at least live a minimal life. Whereas in the US, like, the minimum wage is not anywhere near what it would cost you for, like, a cost of living situation. Which I think is nice. Of course, if you're trying to, you know, live out in the city, but you're working in the boonies, right? That's not going to work out. But if you're working in the boonies and you're living in the boonies, right? That's totally fine.
How wonderfully
Farming moment of Zen strategy. What the heck is that? Minimum wage in the USA seems like a scam. It's not great. It is not a good situation. And, like, I hate how in the US, like, the whole culture about tipping is literally just a way for, like, you know, the corporations or, like, the place that you're working for to just earn more money. Because they're not willing to give you, like, a livable wage. They rely on, like, the customers to front the cost of, you know, their workers and employees getting a livable wage. I think that's just ridiculous. What ascendancy am I? I am Abyssal Lich. The US is a third world 100 of the military budget of 50 countries. Customer pays wages? Yeah. I mean, that's how it is in the US. Because when we tip, that's like a lot of times workers, especially when it's like in the food industry, right? They only get paid, like they get paid a very minimal amount on their salary and get most of their pay from tip. And it's like puts pressure on the people like eating there, but then also like, you know, it's like a whole thing. It's like, oh, you know, if like they do a good job, then you should tip them more, right? So they're more willing to do a good job. But that's not, in reality, that's not how it works a lot of times. A lot of times people just, you know, well, one, a lot of people get mad at you for tipping less, right? If they do a bad job and you tip them less, they get pissed off at you and, like, you know, they might like ban you from the restaurant or something like that. But also, it's like, in reality, even if you like, you know, let's just say, it's like, oh yeah, you get paid more for, what is it called? You get, you do better, right? And technically you're supposed to get paid more, but that doesn't always happen. Not everybody will pay you more.
Once again.
A lot of people just have a number in their head for how much they want to tip, and then no matter how good of a job you do, you're just gonna get paid that number. Tipping culture in America is getting out of hand. My dog daycare puts a tip option when paying. You tip the workers, give service outside expected service, otherwise you're just paying for their work. Pretty much. Some people can't afford tip, but still want to go have a good, nice meal. Yeah, there's also that too. And like, food is already expensive as fuck in the US. Family of 5 going one time a month to eat can't most of the time afford to pay food and the server. Yep. It's like, you know, it's not like I don't want the people to get paid a fair wage, right? I do, but I don't want to be the one fronting it. Because a lot of times it's also like misleading because, like, you know, if you're a person that doesn't go out often for eating, it's like you see the menu, it's like, oh, I can afford this. And then like at the end of the day, they like charge you like on top of like some crazy like fees or whatever. Like they have so many random ass fees on the receipt. And then now you gotta like, you know, tip the person as well. And if you tip like too little, they get pissed off.
You dare defy a queen?
Your headhunter is 200 divs. Yo, congrats. Dude. That's awesome. But yeah, that's my little tipping rant. I barely go out to eat though, so it doesn't matter to me. But goddamn, dude. Whenever I do go out to eat, it hurts. It is expensive.
I am
I had a taxi once when I was seeing the guy almost drove us into a house, drove into someone's garden. He was driving recklessly. My friend still tipping after. I refused to. I was scared for my life in that car. Yeah. A tip is supposed to be something that you pay somebody for like their good work, right? It's not like a requirement, but it is a requirement here.
It happens. We must get out of here. Come on, hurry.
Restoration are bad enough already. If you can't live in a service life, you ain't, then it ain't that life. That ain't life. In France, we legit only drink and work. Many people I knew fell into drugs because of that life. Oh, man.
Giving this stuff away.
It's like, you know, of course, Japan is not like, you know, like perfect or anything, right? But there's a lot of things about it that I like, you know, would love to have here as a culture. Fall Infuser. Is that a tank now? I've never been to the USA and probably never will. Oh man, I'm getting a headache. I'm not missing anything. Nope. I'll be honest, right? Sometimes I question when, like, I don't like question it. Like, I know a lot of people still like the US or whatever, and like they want to go out of the US on vacation, and I get it. But like, it's sometimes I'm like, damn, dude, you really want to come to the US for vacation? That's crazy. Shit's so expensive here, and it's like not that great. Like, I think there's obviously some spectacles and things to see that are like interesting, but like for the most part, sometimes like depending on where they go, I'm like, damn, you're coming here? Holy, should have went somewhere else. There's a goddamn dump here. It is what it is, though. As long as they have a good time. It's funny because, like, recently, one of my family friends, who lives in Hong Kong, right? They recently came here on a trip, and I think they're still in the US right now, actually, right? But they were like, oh yeah, we're staying at this Airbnb, and then I'm like, we look at like the location of the Airbnb and we're just like, this place is like one of the most ghetto places ever. You do not want to live there. We didn't tell that to him though, but you know, because like he already booked it, right? There was no point. But we were just like, oh, be careful. It's a little, you know, the US can be a little bit unsafe, whatever, right? But I'm just like, god damn, dude. I feel like when I was doing, of course, Japan's like extreme case, but like when I go to Japan for Airbnbs, I never have to think about where the Airbnb is. I only have to think about like, oh, is it close to what I want to be next to? I want to be like, oh, is this place like okay? Because like, for example, when I used to travel a lot to like LA for like K-pop concerts, I'd always be like, okay, what's the safety of this neighborhood that I'm gonna be living in my Airbnb? And I'm just like, damn, dude, that's crazy to have to check that. Other countries are mostly putting on a show for tourists, though. Oh, certain countries for sure. And certain places. It depends on where you go. Because some areas are way more touristy than others. Do I have life or not? What's going on here? I have energy shield, but I have 1 life. And that is all that I need. As we're now, after 4 juice of bismuth, I farm 1 big omen of shit. Why do you call it an omen of shit? I said it for the private league, but what are your thoughts on how it's going to go? Any expectations? Can I show my weapon? Yeah, sure. So the private league is going to be basically a fresh new economy, right? That's basically all it is. So you can think about it as kind of like a new league start. The only difference is between the private league start and an actual league start is that the number of people playing it, right? So if you go look right now on the private league, I think it's called the Second Wind, right? The Second Wind League, you'll see that there are 374 people, which, I mean, if you're comparing this to the grand scheme of Path of Exile, right, of how many people play Path of Exile, we peaked at 124,000 players, right, in the past 24 hours. So even though it's like a trade league and you can trade, in reality, a lot of times it ends up being kind of like a pseudo solo self-found, where it's like, you know, unless you're playing like kind of a popular build, it can be a little bit hard for you to get equipment. So I would say like the private league it's like a cool little experience, but for me personally, right? Me personally, I feel like I wouldn't be able to play it for a long term. Because at some point, you know, we're starting off at 374. But as we all know, after the first day, second day, third day, people are going to stop playing. People are going to fall off, right? So as we get further into the league, the harder and harder it'll be like actually trade. So that's like what I would say, you know, is like kind of the negatives of this private league, right? It can be pretty much a lot of times pseudo solo self-found. But the positive thing is that, again, you get a new economy. You have to play in a smaller server with, like, you know, maybe a streamer that you like or whatever, right? And you're more likely to, like, do stuff with them or whatever. But, yeah. Now, overall, you could replace the Gathering Sword with Flicker Strike, right? Sort of. If you build more into, like, the power charges stuff, it could definitely do it. Could you recommend me some first character or early maps build for Monk? Like, is it unarmed Stormwave only, or are there some cool alternative? If you're playing quarter staves, I would say Whirling Assault is fine. What I'm playing right now. Early maps, of course, Stormwave is very easy, but you could even do like Ice Strike. Is another possibility. Yeah. Ice Strike, Stormwave, Whirling Assault. I mean, maybe Flicker Strike. You could potentially do some Flicker Strike shenanigans earlier on, but I'd say it's a little bit more gear dependent. Falling Thunder? Yeah, oh yeah, Falling Thunder is really good. Falling Thunder is insanely good. Doing Falling Thunder with like Nova, right? That could be like a really, really good option for a, you know, a league start quarterstaff character.
Beware the scorpion's sting.
Ice Strike is one of your favorite abilities, just as a quick teleport, didn't need some range. Yeah. Like I would say like Ice Strike is like you should definitely combine it with something like Freezing Palm to try to get like some more AoE and stuff like that too. But yeah, I think Falling Thunder is probably like a really solid choice. Do you use Omen of Rarity for your Waystones? No, but I mean, you could. There's nothing wrong with using it. I'm just too lazy. It's probably better if you do it. Especially because I'm farming Omen of Lights, which is affected by rarity. So definitely do it if you are not lazy like me. Infinite Flicker Strike Chayula. It's the fastest mapper in the West. I don't know what your build for the league will be. Not really, to be honest. If I do play it, it might be something like I kind of want to go. I've been talking about this a lot, and I was saying that I might want to do this if I do play hardcore solo self-out. But Ostrix's Napalm Wolves, that build looks sick, and it looks like it could be pretty viable for a league starter. So I might play that. You think Ice Strike and Flicker is a good idea? That's what you're doing? I mean, it depends. I don't think it's like a bad idea or anything like that, but it's just that Ice Strike and Flicker kind of both occupy, like, you know, if I were to do it, I'd use Ice Strike like solely or Flicker solely. But because like I'd say Flicker is probably a better, it does both things better. It does mapping better and single target better, in my opinion. Whirling Assault. What build am I rocking? It's a Whirling Assault Abyssal Witch. Like, Ice Strike in general is just kind of like a weaker skill this league, unfortunately. Ice Strike, ever since that initial nerf, hasn't really ever gone back to where it's, like, really good. It was, like, decent for, like, a hot minute last league when Hollow Palm was a thing. But since Hollow Palm is a lot weaker this league, its Ice Strike is also a lot weaker. Maybe you're right. I'm doing this build on my own. Dude, I broke my IEMs the other day. I was so pissed off. I stepped on my IEMs and the freaking pins on the, like, that connect to the actual IEMs themselves from the cable pins, right? They snapped inside the IEMs. So, like, now I have, like, I'm using these, like, I don't know, these, like, backup IEMs that I have, and they are not comfortable. What IEMs? I was just using the Hexa, the Truth Ear Hexas. The new IEMs that I'm getting are the Truth Ear Blue 2s. I wanted the Truth Ear Reds, but unfortunately they were, like, out of stock or something like that, or, like, they weren't gonna ship to me in time. It was gonna be, like, the middle of next week was when they were gonna arrive, so I was like, eh. Yeah, the Reds. I hear they're really good. My IM case has cracked hinge, so it won't stay reliably in charge. Failed to warranty return it before it expires. Oof. I'm sorry. Am I supposed to complete my Atlas before I run T16s? You don't have to. You could complete your Atlas with T16s if you're able to do them. Just do whatever maps you're able to do. It's not like in PoE 1 where, like, you should be completing your Atlas before you do, like, actually try to, like, make money. Because, like, the Atlas in PoE 2 is, like, very inconsequential. They're your daily pair. Yeah, I wanted to get them, but they just weren't coming in time. I really like my Truth Ear Hexas. They were really good. But, you know, they were also going to take... If I was going to buy a replacement, it would have taken way too long. Yeah, it's just whether your build can handle it. There's no real reason for you to run lower tiered maps, you know, for any real reason. Do you know how to delete trades in exchange that say standard? I can't remove them. Like when you go onto the trade site and it says standard. Like here. You can choose which one you want, like Fate of the Vol, Hardcore Trade, Standard, Hardcore, like that. Currency and Hideout? I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, in Ange, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by it says in standard / claim. Oh, is it a thing because you have trades in your standard league already? I see. Maybe that's why. I mean, I have trade stuff in my standard league, but I don't have, like, that notification. Got 0 Omen Light yesterday and 40 maps. Only a Legion of Ulan trying to beat me up and steal my lunch money. Feels bad. Did you just not get many of, like, those Amanamos Voids guys? Or what happened? Ah, I keep fucking that one up. Oh, you piece of shit. Pretty much you just got 5 of the most. I mean, I was saying earlier, right? What mods are you running on your tablet? Because, like, you should definitely try to maximize, like, how many rare mobs you get. That way you get, like, you know, an increased frequency and likelihood that those mobs are going to be, like, the ones that you want. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, man. I got a freaking headache tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to have to call it a little early tonight. My head is just not feeling good right now. I think I need to go ahead and sleep early tonight. I did not get enough sleep today, maybe. Take some medicine? Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it early. I'm sorry, guys. Probably just gonna raid you guys into, I don't know. I'll raid you guys into Kongor. Sorry about that, guys. Actually, let's go to Crimson. All right. Thank you for hanging, guys. Thank you for watching. Appreciate y'all. Hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out. Thank you, guys. Thank you.